Hi, we're here at Wacken. Wacken.
Wacken.
Yeah, something like this. So you're from Switzerland, and you've been playing at the Wacken Metal Battle, right?
Indeed.
And your name is I'm trying it. Stortregn.
Almost. More like Stortregn.
Stortregn.
Not Stortregn, Stortregn.
So now we know how it's said correctly. So, are you death metal or are you more? I don't know. What kind of music are you playing?
Basically, we started as a black melodic metal band, and we evolved into a more black death metal. Like in the Swedish tradition. And finally, we play something like more technical death metal with a lot of black too. Yeah.
And doing so, are you allowed to be funny or have sense of humor, or do you just have to stand on the, stage being like really mean and thing? Are you allowed to have fun?
Well, of course, everyone is allowed to have a bit of fun, but we're still trying to be musically. We're trying to be as serious as we can. There's no need to look at me with those eyes. But
I was really trying hard now.
No. But seriously, from the musical point of view, we're trying to be as serious as we can. Our music would lose every sense of credibility if we started smiling or whatnot.
On the stage, right? But backstage, you're allowed to laugh.
There is a permission.
Yeah.
There's a contract. Everything is written down, clauses and whatnot.
But on stage, you're serious.
It's a necessity.
Yeah. So, talking about being on stage, you've been on a tour, I think, like far away.
I think for Cuba that might be a question for Johan or Romain, because I joined the band quite recently, so I wasn't there for the tour, so they were there.
What was it like to be playing in Cuba?
Awesome, yeah, of course. We were the first European bands of metal playing there.
Cool.
And people are really true, really, really great. After this, we have several tours in Eastern Europe and then in France. So yeah.
And how come you were playing in Cuba? How did that happen?
It's a long story. It's a friend of us playing in another band that have the opportunity to play there. So they asked us to join them, and yeah.
And you have 2 albums out already?
2 albums, yes.
And are you currently writing or recording anything now?
So basically, we have a 3rd album that is close to the end of the production. We're aiming for the release at the end of the year. However, it's in a post-production stage. Let's call it like that.
So you've been to the studio already?
Yeah. All the recording has been done. We're just aiming for a release by the end of the year.
And I also have a special question that I put to everyone that I'm interviewing. What makes a person become an artist? Is it like somebody else is saying, yeah, this is an artist? Or is it yourself thinking of you as an artist? Are you an artist?
It's a very personal question. For how can I say? I consider myself a bit of an artist because I've been playing for music for most of my life. I've been trying to compose, trying to create music from scratch, from whatever influences I have. As I said, that is my personal point of view. Johan and Samuel and Romain might have other perspectives on it. Once again, I'm the last one who has been included in the band, so I can't say much more. From the perspective of Stortregn, I can't say much more, basically. So maybe.
I think it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
And talking about music and other countries, I also had interviews with other bands already today, and it's really interesting to talk about the scene in other countries. So, what is the musical and of course metal scene in Switzerland like? Is it like very cozy, familiar? Everybody knows each other, or is it like, oh, there's new people over there? I don't really know.
Well, it depends. Like in Geneva, we have a tendency to know many of the different musicians in different bands. Even in French-speaking part of Switzerland, it's quite, how would you say? The bands are quite close, especially Geneva, Lausanne. It's only 60 kilometers apart, so it's close by. People know each other. Have heard of this band, that one, whatnot. However, in Switzerland, there's how we could say a clear separation between the Swiss German and the French-speaking part.
Okay.
And I'm not even speaking about the Italian and the Romanche, but that's completely other story. However, from the German-speaking part, I don't know them that much. Once again, I've been in the band for less time than these three, so they would have more info to say, basically.
Anything you want to add on the scene in Switzerland?
No, I think it's great. You know, it's like a microcosm in Switzerland in metal scene. You know, everybody know each other, but of course there is this separation between French and German parts.
So it's a language topic also.
Yeah, of course the language. But we are very lucky to have a great band in Switzerland, like Samuel, Celtic Frost, and so on. So very exciting, very inspiring to play music.
So stay inspired, and thanks for the interview.
Thanks
you.
a lot. Cheers.